overseas hitting Billboard is just like such a W, bro. Such a W. I believe even like the first day streams of overseas had more first day streams than every song on Yeats 2093. And yo, Ken's definitely my top three right now. Like most listened to artists for sure. I'd probably say right now, just currently in this state, like this week, this month, definitely number one is Yeet. Number two, Ken. Number three, 4-5. Like those three guys have just had in rotation, just absolutely heavy, bro. But yeah, 79 is pretty good, and he recently just became, I guess, quote unquote, mainstream with King Carson, Great Chaos selling 45K first week, or I guess 49K first week, which is almost 50, which is like around the same numbers as Yeats 2 Alive, which sold around, what was it? I think it was 36K. And then Afterlife sold 54K. So Afterlife was his album before 2093. So I guess King Carson's around the same level as Yeet, I would pretty much say. Because Yeet ended up selling, I think it was 71 or 72K with 2093. But he ended up adding on a bunch of different songs. He had a Drake feature. Um, the album was definitely an interesting listen. It wasn't his typical sound. It wasn't anything close to any of his other mainstream projects like Two Live or Afterlife. So it was just like very, very different. So if you look at it in that aspect, it is definitely a W. I think if he would have went more with his typical sound, he would have maybe sold maybe 5K more. Probably not that much difference in sale wise. But yeah, King Carson's definitely around the same level as Yee right now. I'd probably say they're like close to neck and neck. I know Breathe definitely charted pretty high for Yeats 2093, but overseas 79, that's just straight up a W. And I just wanted to kind of check out some of the chart history for at least on Spotify, because obviously this is the only song that he's made on Billboard, which is like a little surprising just because like, Great Chaos just had so many different bangers on there. Like I'm surprised Fighting Demons or Jennifer's Body didn't even chart, which is just like insane to me. It's like none of those songs charted, but I guess it just goes to show that like dropping singles is like a lot easier to promote and I guess put on the Billboard charts, if you know what I mean. Yeah, 79 is really good. Like this one, because he's pretty much it's straight up like a rock song over like a rage, opium sounding type beat. You know what I mean? So it's just like works. But yeah, this is some of his highest daily streams, I believe. So the first one was Fighting Demons, and the highest to win on the U.S. charts on Spotify was 91. Which I would have thought it would have been a lot higher. You know what I mean? Because the most daily streams for overseas, it looks like is only 6.8. But ended up charting 59 in the US, 57 globally. And what's really wild is none of the songs on A Great Chaos charted globally in the top 100, top 200, I guess you could say, for Spotify. You know what I mean? And one people only really cares about is just like the US. Like overseas, 59, that's really good. I would have thought Violent Demons a lot more. Jennifer's Body, 107, not quite going into the top 100. Paranoid with Destroy Lonely, I thought that one had potential to maybe even charting on the Billboard, just with how popular the snippet was, and then the leak came out. But maybe the leak could have had something to do with just not charting on the Billboard. So it was only 187 in the US. So kind of looks like the benchmark to really get it on the Billboard is you need to be in the top 50 in the US on Spotify to get on the Billboard charts. And he was pretty close to that. He was 59. And I think you're gonna need to have it globally. I didn't realize Nightcore 2 had pretty low daily streams at one point with only 1,200. That's like that's pretty bad. Me and my cup. I think that one's probably one of my favorites on the project. It charted in the top 100, which is super dope. You know what I mean? A lot of them charted like pretty decently. Um, Green Room actually charted really high, but then again, that was also the first song of the project. Fell in Love. Thought that one could have easily hit the Billboard just with how good it is. Like this with Little Uzi 118. This one could have easily had potential to be um like a hit. It was just a very muddy experimental type track, you know what I mean? It was just really I fucked with it, but like a wider audience definitely wouldn't have. If Uzi and Ken made a song like Fell in Love with Lil Tecca, that definitely would have probably went close to hitting on Billboard. You know what I mean? Let's check out some of these other ones. Vampire Hours, one of my favorites on there. Highest daily streams, 355K. Rockstar Life was one of my favorites on there too. Only charted 197 on the US Spotify Billboard type shit. So yeah, that's not too bad. So I guess the benchmark is at least getting on global, the global top 100, and probably the top 50 in US. And you're probably golden. You know what I mean? You're probably running. Yeah, 79 for overseas. It's a W. It probably won't stay on the billboards much longer than this, to be honest. But all that matters is he made it on the charts. You know what I mean? Like that's really all that matters. That's like a W, 100% a W in my book. You know what I mean? Definitely a W. So like I'm stoked on that. It's good seeing Destroy Lonely really get the recognition, other than just having good first week sales. Maybe getting like a lead single kind of pop off right now. He's by far the leader of Opium right now. You know what I mean? Like Destroy Lonely had his buzz for No Stylist, but King Carson bounced back from X all the way to Great Chaos. So it's King Carson season. He's about to go on tour. He's gonna drop more Chaos, which is I guess a part two or deluxe of a Great Chaos. He did that with X. He did like an extended version. An extended version was just super fire. It was all more darker sound of music. Kind of a good, kind of a good little intro to a Great Chaos. You know what I mean?